Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the collection update.
So come on, baby, take my hand. We'll be able to fly. Baby, I'm your man.
I still have some more stuff coming in the mail, but I figured I would just do an update now and then do another update when everything else arrives. Almost everything here will be VHS tapes, but there is one DVD set, so I'll start with that. This was a tough one to get because it's usually extremely pricey, but I finally found a good deal. It's the limited collector's edition of Dust Devil, the final cut. This is a 5-disc set including 2 full versions of Dust Devil, the final cut and a work print edition. It also includes 3 documentaries by Richard Stanley, who also directed Dust Devil. And it has a bunch of other extras as well. Like I said, this was not an easy set to obtain, but I am so happy to finally have it. And now on to the VHS tapes, and I actually made this one myself. It's Mirage. This is the 1990 slasher film I recently reviewed during the Slashback Challenge. I mentioned in that review video that this movie was never released on physical media in the US. Not on VHS, not on DVD, and certainly not on Blu-ray. So I went ahead and made myself my own VHS copy. Here's a tape you already saw on my channel, because I just reviewed this movie during the Slashback Challenge last week. It's Night Watch. This is the Anchor Bay VHS clamshell release, and I actually have a VHS screening copy of the remake on its way to me in the mail. Here's yet another one I reviewed for Slashback. It's Skinned Alive. This is a screening VHS double feature of Illicit Behavior and the movie I bought this for, Phantom of the Ritz. Unfortunately, even though it's a double screener, it only has covers for Illicit Behavior. But it's still cool because, as you can see, on this side it says R-rated sleeve, and this side says unrated sleeve. Of course, right after I bought that, I was able to finally find a copy of Phantom of the Ritz, which is usually not an easy one to find. I love that cover. This is a Prism VHS release. I also bought this other double screener, which includes the movies Hail Caesar and, more importantly, Body Melt. This is the one I really wanted. And how about this? A brand new, still sealed, full-length screening copy of Hard to Die on VHS to go along with my brand new, still sealed, regular VHS release of Hard to Die. As you probably know, Hard to Die is hard to find, so I am thrilled to not only have a sealed copy of the VHS, but also a sealed copy of the VHS screener. And here's the back of both of them. I finally got a copy of Psycho Cop on VHS. Odd that this one still has not received a DVD or Blu-ray release in the US, even though the sequel has. Here's another obscurity, Terminal Exposure. This is a Vestron VHS release. And another slasher for the collection. This is the 1983 American Nightmare. Now here's a rare slasher, Possession, Until Death Do You Part. This one is not available on DVD or Blu-ray, so I am really happy to have it on VHS. I got a copy of Dream No Evil. I've always liked that cover, simple but effective. And yet another obscurity, Cross Country. I don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about this one, so I might be doing a review for it at some point. Talk about rare, who would have thought that this tape would be as rare as it is? It's Pumpkin Man. This is a 30-minute Halloween special, but for some reason it's almost impossible to find. And the rare slashers keep on coming, with Devil Rider. I love that cover. I love this tape. I am so glad to finally add it to my collection. Speaking of awesome covers, here's Island Claws. My buddy Jason reviewed this one a while back, and ever since then I've been wanting to pick this up. And then I realized the VHS is extremely hard to find. It's another one that is just so pricey. I lucked out and saw someone had listed it on Facebook for a decent price, and I picked it up. Here's a tape so rare I've never seen another copy of it. Revenge of the Mercenaries. This movie is also known as The Bounty Hunters, and I cannot wait to dive into this one. Jason also reviewed this one recently during the Slashback Challenge. It's Mommy. I happened to find this screening copy signed by Brink Stevens, and based on his recommendation, I snagged it. Now I just need to pick up Mommy 2, which my buddy Dave Maggot reviewed for Slashback. Here's a movie I've been wanting for a long time. Funny Man. This here is a screening VHS, so that makes it even better in my mind. Here's a tape that's highly sought after by horror fans. Twinsanity. I love that cover art. This is such a bizarre movie. I have not seen it in years, but I am looking forward to rewatching it. And last, but certainly not least, is an overseas VHS release of Have a Nice Weekend. I reviewed this movie during the Slashback Challenge last year, and although it wasn't one of my favorites, it somehow stuck with me. I really like the New England setting, and the US VHS release of this is nearly impossible to find. I've only ever seen one copy come up for sale, and it was a completely cut box. I mean completely cut into pieces. And it sold for over $100 because this movie is rare. This copy happened to come up on eBay and I grabbed it right away because you barely ever see this movie. And now I'm happy to add it to my collection officially. So that's it for now, guys. I should have another update coming very soon. But for now, what did you think of this one? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Be kind, subscribe.